and welcome back to the PokeBros. My name's Tim.
My name's John.
And together we are the PokeBros, and we've got a really interesting video for you today. But before we get there, make sure you hit that subscribe button, you head over for the giveaway for $100 plus of Shining Fates products, and that you also go ahead, head over to this video and get yourself some packs for our Shiny Star V box break. We are so excited for that. But John, this one's an interesting one. What are we doing today?
So today what we're doing is we're going to be looking at a collection of Pokemon cards which I brought last week. It was actually someone on TikTok who saw our thing about different values in older cards, and they found they had a collection, a small collection but a very nice collection, but they wanted to sell us. So what I tried to do, if anybody wants to sell me a collection, I always try my best to do a good price for them but also a good price for me, because I'm buying it obviously for myself. I don't want to pay over the odds, and because you're buying in bulk you don't always do the price per card, but you do a price for the whole set. So I always try and do a great price for people who I buy from collections. This one, my third or fourth collection, which I've brought this year. But I'm really excited. We're just going to go through it now, and me and Tim are going to just go through the values really of the cards which are in here, Tim, and just show you guys as well the sort of cards which we got. I mean, when I saw the pictures they sent through, I thought they're in decent condition, but not great condition, but they're actually in better condition than I thought from that the clips they sent through to me of the collection. But we're just going to go through it now, Tim. We're pretty excited, aren't we?
Oh yeah, so excited.
Tim's going to have the prices as best as we can. He's going to be doing the hard work today. He's on the computer getting all the raw prices, PSA prices of what
rapid fire
we predict. But we're just going to go for it, and I've got this one turned here, but I'm just going to move this out of the way. It was on that stain. I need to get a new mat. But so first off from the collection, what we got was this Meowth Promo. So if you are a similar age to maybe me and Tim, you might have got this promo when you got one of the Game Boy games.
Game Boy promo. And
it's the Game Boy promo. It's got GB here above the black star. And it's actually a really cool Meowth card. The artwork is absolutely amazing. Just Meowth stroking himself. But yeah, I really like it. I know that sounded a bit weird.
Moving on swiftly.
It's really nice, and this is a card which I saw a lot of when I was younger, but not as much of recently. It doesn't have a really high value of like base set, but it is pretty cool. And condition on it, I'll just get out the sleeve just slightly. I don't know if you'll be able to see on the camera. There's some scratches on the holo, as you would expect from cards which maybe a collector hasn't kept in like sleeves and stuff for all these years. But not too bad at all. There's a few scratches around on the front. The surface on the front is not bad at all. You probably see this on the camera. I'll move it up a little.
Yeah, it looks nice and clean, doesn't it?
Yeah, on the front. The back has got a bit of whitening around the edges, sadly, and one little black dot in there, which you do get on older cards sometimes, sadly. But all in all, it's not in bad nick at all. I think this would probably be a good candidate for a PSA 5/6. It could be slightly higher if it's a nice grader, but I think a solid 5/6 on this, Tim. I don't know if you got the price already of this up.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a strange one, this one, because there haven't been a lot of sales, especially in the lower categories. There's quite a few sales in sort of 8, 9, 10, but once you get down to 5, 6, 7, you haven't really got much to go on from the last year, and some of those sales are actually down between £10 and £30 at that sort of range. But we've had quite a few recent sales in the last month on eBay, anything from £20 to about £20 about the average. There is one that went for £177.
Wow. I'm guessing that's
it was down as a mint 10, but it's not PSA at all. But anyway, and a 50. So you're probably, I think a safe estimate would be about £20 raw.
Okay.
And
that's nice.
Yeah, PSA, we don't have a lot to go on, but as I say, there's some PSA 5s and 6s that have gone for between £10 and £30.
That's very nice. We'll move on to the next one anyway. Next card we got was this Hitmonlee card. So it's from Fossil, probably a more recognisable card than the Meowth one, just because Fossil is a very popular set, especially popular vintage set. And again, really nice condition on the front. It's a really nice card. I love the holo foil on it. And if you look, the surface on this on the front is not bad at all. I know there's a bit of lighting on here. Scratches, there are a few on the holo, but not as much as the Meowth.
That's good.
And then you look at the back, and the back is better than Meowth as well. A bit of whitening there, a bit of whitening there, and little bits around the edge. But I think this is definitely a decent card. I was really happy with this because I love Hitmonlee as a Pokemon. I love Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. I remember in the Pokemon games being myself struggling to pick which one. But again, probably another 5/6 candidate, which a lot of these are in here. I mean, they're well kept for someone who wasn't a collector, if you know what I mean. Really nice, but probably 5 or 6. Tim, I'll come over to you now. What have you got for that?
Yeah, so again, 5/6, not a lot of sales history. We've had about 4 or 5 sales in the last year, but you're talking again between maybe £15 and £25 for a 5/6.
Nice.
But again, raw on eBay, recent sales, all within the last week or so. Anything from £10 to £20. So again, not a bad. Not a bad value on the raw versus the graded. And this is the thing with grade. I think because the graded card price rise has only just really started, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So many people have got cards caught up at PSA. Who knows what the market's going to look like when they all come back and they all go up for sale or go into collections or whatever that may look like. But yeah, for now, that's about where we're at. What's next, John?
So next here, actually before I get to this, we will be giving the price of what we paid for this at the end of the video after we've given the total amount as well. But
$2 million.
Not all of these will be being sold. A lot of them, me and Tim have had our eyes on, haven't we, Tim, to keep in our collections.
Snap those
but
up
some of them will be sold. But next is Gengar, one of the most valuable cards from Fossil, but sadly probably one of the most cards in the worst condition from this set. A lot of silvering around the edges, as you can see. A lot of scratches on the holo. It's not like really heavily played, but it's definitely moderate at least. Probably going into heavy play because of these black dots on the back, as you can see. But and a lot of whitening. It's probably I would probably pre-grade it at 2/3. It might get higher depending on what the grade is looking for, but I severely doubt it.
Well, you see, the good news there, John, is there's only a population of 1 in PSA 2, so you know, and there isn't a single PSA 1. There isn't a single PSA 1, so you know, rough it up a little bit more. I'm joking, don't rough it up. But
no, so that one is nice. Have you got a price on that, Tim, at all?
Yeah, there's a lot more sales of this, obviously because it's a more popular card.
Yeah, very popular.
But nothing down at the sort of range that you're saying, so I can't really give a PSA value.
That's fine.
But the sold prices, and this is going to depend on the condition, like you said, but about 20 quid, 15, 20 pounds.
Not too bad.
Maybe for that one it'd be more like 10 if the condition's really obviously not great. Yeah. But still pretty good. I reckon we could probably put that at £15 on our estimation.
Brilliant. And the next we got this Zapdos again from Fossil. Quite a lot of Fossil cards in this. I think the guy who I brought it from maybe had a Fossil box which he opened. But again, it's not as good as like the Hitmonlee or the Meowth, but it's not as bad as the Gengar, except for a tiny crease here. I don't know if the camera can see that tiny crease there, sadly. Holo is actually really nice. A few scratches, of course. Yeah, it's whitening around the sides, silvering as well because it's a holo card. Whitening on the back. Less black dots. So probably 3/4 on this one is my estimate for it. Obviously, we're not PSA. PSA could give it a 10. They definitely won't. But they could be completely different to what we say. We just wanted the best estimation of this collection we brought, just to show you that there are people out there who have collections who don't collect anymore. And if you're a collector, if you're someone who likes to get these older cards, it's definitely worth getting. But yeah, probably a 3/4 on this Zapdos Holo from Fossil, Tim.
Well, the last PSA 4 went in November for $35.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that went in November for $35. There was a PSA 3 sale for 10 quid, but that was a lot longer ago. That was 2019.
I'll take it then.
And then raw, you're probably talking about £5–10. So not loads of value there, but it's a really nice card. I really like the look of the Zapdos. It just looks menacing.
Definitely does. And I think we've got another Zapdos in this collection as well, non-holo, but we'll get to that. Next we have Muck again from Fossil. This is actually in really good condition.
Yeah, that looks like one of the nicer ones, doesn't it?
Yeah, there is one thing that's letting it down, sadly. But if you look here, holo is really nice. I can't see any scratches. You might be able to on the camera. Let me know if you can. All around the edges on the front and on the front, it's absolutely perfect. Except for a little white dot here. But yeah, really nice front. Then if we go on the back, again, really nice. Tiny bits of whitening, but not much at all. If it was just that, I would be hoping for a 7 or 8 on this. But sadly, there is a little crease here, as you might be able to see. So it's probably dropped it down to 5/6 again. But it's a really nice card. I know, Tim, this is one you've been eyeing up, isn't it?
That's on my list, mate. Collection. It's on my list.
But I mean, to move these along a little bit. But I really like this card. It's really nice condition, except for that little crease. But sadly, that will knock down the PSA value.
It's a shame you said it could have been a 7 or 8, because 7 or 8, there's actually quite a bit of history up to about $70. But once you come down to 5 or 6, they're all less than $30 in the last 2 years. Raw value on this is not as much of a sought after card by the looks of things, because all within the last week they've sold between £3 and £6 on eBay. But that is a very good condition one, so you might be able to get slightly more than that. But that's what we're looking at.
Not too bad. And the next card you can see already on the back, I haven't turned it around yet, there's lots of black dots on the back, which sadly you do get with these older cards sometimes. But it's Kabutops from Fossil. On the front, nice card again. I mean, a lot of these front cards are really nice. I don't know if he kept them in a binder without sleeves, so maybe that's why the back's got damaged and some black marks on it.
Yeah, maybe.
But the front's really nice. Quite a few scratches, of course, as you'll get with these older cards. But really nice Kabutops. Back up, we saw at the beginning, whitening around the edges, black dots. Probably a 4, I would estimate myself, because it's not. I mean, you see some PSA 2s and 3s being really, really damaged. So I think this is, for me, a safe 4. But it's a really nice card. I love with Fossil these fighting types with the background. It's very similar. Look at Hitmonlee here, just like the sandy sort of colour on the back.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's very nice. But yeah, probably a 4, Tim, and I'll come over to you now.
Yeah, no sales history in a 4. In fact, the last sales history we have, the best sales history we have, or the lowest, is a PSA 6 at $14. But on eBay, the raw card is going for about £20.
Oh wow!
So £20, £25, £16, £150. Oh, that was their first edition, £150. 18.55. So I reckon average it out maybe £18, £19 raw price.
Okay. I'm actually going to mix up the order of stuff I gave you, Tim, just for this one, because I realised I sent an English card. But this one is my favourite one from what we got, and it is Erica's Vileplume here. And this is actually an extraordinary condition. The front is absolutely perfect. Scratches, barely any Holo, barely any scratches, if any at all. Maybe 1 or 2 there. And then you look at the back, and again, tiny bit of whitening at the top there and there, but absolutely incredible condition. If you saw the Jolteon, Jolteon, the Gold Star promo we had in that other video, which got a 7, I think this could be a solid candidate for a 7. Maybe it'll be a 6, but I'm going to go for a 7. I'm going on a limb here. And hopefully we'll send some of these off, Tim, and maybe have a returns video at some point to see if I actually got what we got. But, yeah, very nice. This is my favourite one. Erica's Vileplume here. I love the Gym Heroes Gym Challenge. I wish I'd do something a bit like that nowadays as well. That'd be really cool. But, yeah, my favourite card. Tim, what are we saying?
What are you reckoning, John, on the PSA front?
PSA 7.
You reckon a 7?
Oh yeah, probably a 7. I'm going out on a limb there. It could be less, but I think a 7.
7, you're talking between $60 and $80 PSA.
Fantastic.
And there's been a raw Erica's Vileplume that went 2 days ago for £60 on eBay.
Wow.
That does seem a bit of an anomaly because there's 2 others at £25, but still, let's call it 30 quid.
Very nice.
That's the lower average there, but £30 raw, and you're looking at $60 to $80 PSA 7. But again, that sale was 6 months ago, so who knows what it's going to be like now.
Next up, we've got a card which you'll probably all remember from the first movie, I believe it was. This Ancient Mew card. I love it.
What a card! What a
These
card!
Are incredibly hard to grade. It's not the Nintendo error at the bottom, sadly, because that is more valuable. But it's a really cool card. I'm not going to put an estimate on grading this one. We'll just put a 6. Just because it could be anywhere from a 4 to a 9 probably, because these cards are incredibly hard to pre-grade. Centering's not bad, bit off. The back looks perfect to me, but who knows?
The population on these is wild, because you've got 1,223 10s, 2,703 9s, 1,088 8s. You've literally got thousands of every grade. There's hundreds from 4 to 7, and then there's a few 1s to 3s. There's a lot of variation here. But John, actually, a PSA 6, they've got a few sales over $100.
Wow, I didn't realise it was that much.
Yeah, I mean, they are definitely more the anomaly, but even lower than that, you're talking $60–70. So it's a decent amount, and I think the raw is about 10 quid on that.
Okay.
Because it's not sealed. I think if it's sealed, you can get between 20 and 30, but obviously that's not sealed, so I think it's about 10 to 15.
I think for these next few, Tim, because we don't have PSA values on them, I'm just going to show all these Japanese ones at the same time. So this set also had some Japanese cards in, which I love, and it's the ones with these Pocket Monster backgrounds. They're the older ones, which is really nice. But let's just have a look at what they were. So we've got Neogenesis, Colourless Energy there, which is really nice. Really hard to grade because how much Holo is on it.
Yeah.
Really nice. We'll get the prices of this on the edit rather than now, just because it'll be hard to get all of them.
I'll see what I can do, but I can't promise anything.
Got Lieutenant Surge's Raichu here, again, really nice. I find it weird, these things, these like spots around the Japanese cards on some of them. But I thought, when I got them and saw the spots, I thought, oh no, are they fake? Then I saw some PSA 10s with these spots on as well. I don't know if it's a Holo bleed or what. Please let us know in the comments below what they are, but it's pretty cool. Lieutenant Surge Raichu there. We've got Asmaril there from, again, Neogenesis.
Yeah.
Steelix from Neogenesis. Electrode,
I really like the Steelix.
Yeah, the Steelix is nice. I think that's another one you had your eye on, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Electrode from Jungle. Lieutenant Surge's Magneton. I'm not sure what set. Is that like the Japanese Gym Challenge or Gym Heroes? I don't know. But there. Got a Pichu, which is another one Tim had his eye on from Neogenesis. Fraligator, which is a really cool one. It's like in the English when there's two versions of a Fraligator artwork. This is one of the versions. Yeah. And then Heracross as well, which is another one Tim had his eye on.
I love this Heracross. I just love that you can see that he's about to take down that pincer.
Yeah. It is nice.
You've got that bit of story to the card. Beautiful, beautiful card.
So then, apart from Japanese there, we've got some non-holos here, which we're going to go through quickly as well. Got Haunter from Fossil, Golbat, Lapras, all from Fossil Vs. See, there's the non-holos, that's what I was talking about. Sabrina's Slowbro, which is really nice. Moltres. And then we go into these Japanese cards. I don't know the names for the trainers. I'm going to attempt the names of the Pokemon. So it's my turn to guess that Pokemon. Electabuzz from Neogenesis. Quagsire from Neogenesis. Got Dugong from probably Gym Challenge. Misties. Oh no.
What's that?
Sunob or something like that. It's a Gen 2 Pokemon, which I don't know the name of. Sunob. We've got Oddish there. Both of them from Neogenesis. That looks like Wiggly, but doesn't have the evolutions. I think that's not Wiggly, Clefable, but I think it's Clefairy.
I can't see any of these cards at this point, so I can't help. And you know that I'd be a massive help with naming the Japanese cards.
Chinchou, Gloom, Sunkern. Oh, it's Quagsire's first. What's the Quagsire's first evolution, Tim? The name escapes me. I'm really sorry, guys. I think that's Near Revolution. We've got Nidoqueen, which is Giovanni, which is nice. We've got Sentret. We've got Fanfi. We've got the big mammoth dude. I can't remember his name now. Shuckle. Then Brock's Primate. And last but not least, we've got another English one I forgot about. Black Star Mewtwo. The Black Star Promo Mewtwo.
I really like that card.
Yeah, it's nice. I'd love it if it was a holo as well. That would make it even better. But we're actually giving this one to your son, aren't we, Tim? Because he loves Mewtwo.
Yeah.
So he's going to get that card in his collection. Little Harvey's there. But yeah, this has been the collection I brought. I was really happy with it. The price I paid for this whole thing was £50, which I didn't really know the conditions of the cards when the videos were sent through. So I estimated them as all moderately played and then tried to give it quite a fair price through. Some of them actually better condition than I thought, some of them a bit worse. But overall, I think I got a really good deal on that. I think the other guy, he wasn't a Pokemon collector, there's no nostalgia there with him. So I think he got a good deal for the bulk as well. Let me know what you think, if that was a good price. But we're going to have the prices up on the screen now, Tim. Yeah,
you should be able to see now on your screen PSA value and raw value, and definitely made that money back there. And real potential there. I mean, like John said, we're not selling all of them because some of those are going into our collections. But really exciting to get to do these. And if we just say, guys, if you have any bulk collections of older cards that you're looking to sell, please get in contact with us, because we are always looking out for new collections to buy, and we would love to hear from you. But John, anything else left to say?
No, just I'm really happy with this. And hopefully buy a lot more collections in the future, because for me it's one of the cheapest ways to get a hold of some of these old vintage cards, really cool vintage cards. And a booster box is so expensive nowadays. But yeah, that's it from me, I think, Tim.
Amazing. Well, until the next time, my name's Tim.
My name's John.
And together we are the PokeBros. See you next time.